What's up, guys? I'm Dwayne,
I'm Alicia.
and we are Blackboard Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games that are out there.
Waiting to be played by you and yours.
I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate ya. Complicate ya.
Hi, everyone. We hope you all are doing well.
I hope everybody is out there is continuing to stay safe and continuing to be kind to each other.
It's been a bit hectic around here the past few weeks. We're still dealing with the aftermath of the flood, and Dwayne has been under the weather for the past few weeks.
Under the weather, I think that's an understatement because I don't know what it was I got hold of, but I usually don't get sick. But when I get sick, I'm sick.
Yes. It was pretty intense for a couple of days. So we had to take some time off. He needed to recuperate.
Yeah, I had to do that. But despite everything that's been going on, we still been getting some board games in.
Yes.
So pretty much in this episode, we're gonna talk about board games that we've been playing over the last few weeks. And some that are games that you've already heard about. So we're just gonna touch on those. But some are games that I introduced to my wife. So look at this episode as like a quick hit, rapid fire episode. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to do the little quick hits of games that we played that you already know about. So our local board game store has opened up for in-store playing. And I used to go up before the pandemic. Me and my wife used to go up there on Friday to play board games. So we went up there, and one of the managers, Deb, a good friend of ours, we taught her 3 games, and we ended up playing Calico
New York Zoo.
and Fort. And my wife won at Calico,
Finally.
which is my first loss at Calico. And then Deb won New York Zoo and Fort. But we had a fun time up there. And then going back to Calico, one of my son's best friends came over, and we taught him how to play Calico. And that was an experience because, I mean, he figured it out, but he was talking cash. And I'm like, how do you talk cash in Calico? you know? So, but anyway, I won. So it don't matter how much cash he was talking. I won the game. So those are the games that you already know about. But so now on to the games that I introduced you to.
Okay.
So we have a friend, a co-worker of mine, who's like my work daughter. And she comes over every couple of weeks and we play board games on Sunday. And so actually she's supposed to come over tonight, So last time she came over, we finally got a chance to play Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig. Which is a game. So when we first started the channel, Stonemeyer Games sponsored us, and we got with equipment and everything. And they asked us if we wanted to, was there a Stonemeyer game that we wanted to receive? And I was like, I have all of them, but I didn't have Between Two Castles. So he sent us that, and because of the pandemic, we hadn't had a chance to really play it because it was just 2 of us. I know it has a 2-player variant, but I wanted to play the full experience. So she came over and we played that. And so I liked it. I really liked the game. But let's hear what my wife thinks about it.
Well, I really think that playing cooperatively and competitively in the same game, I think that is super clever. So that part is clever. However, that was the challenge for me. I it was too much. Trying to do this puzzle over here and this puzzle over here, that was a bit much.
Okay, before you go, so in Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig, You are trying to build up two separate castles. You're cooperatively building a castle with the player to your left, and you're cooperatively building a castle with the player to your right. And what you're trying to do, at the end of the game, you score. Your final score is the score for your lowest scoring castle. So you cannot be like extra on this one castle and then being bootleg on the other castle. You got to make sure both of those castles are nice. So, and that's what I love most about the game. But she wasn't feeling. Go ahead.
I mean, to me, it was just too much. I mean, I get it, but either I want to play cooperatively or competitively. I don't want to do both. So that was a bit much for me.
Right. And, but I enjoyed it, and Jamila enjoyed it, which is, our family friend. And she actually won that game.
She did.
She did. So now I just received a review copy of the expansion. It's Secrets and Soirees. And it has a solo mode. So I'm interested in trying that out. And I'm going to let you guys know what I think about it coming up soon. But that's between two castles.
All right.
So the next game we played is Four Gardens. Four Gardens is beautiful. It is a beautiful game. But
it is a beautiful game. Very visually appealing. Recently, when we were talking about theme, I said that sometimes there's a disconnect between a theme and the actual gameplay, and that can be frustrating to me. Well, I feel like Four Gardens is one of those games. It's very pretty, and you're creating these panoramas, but it has a little bit too much take that for me.
okay, so that's what she didn't like about the game. I love that. I love that part of the game because it gave you that extra challenge. But in Four Gardens, you have this pagoda in the middle of the table, and using the pagoda to get resources, and use the resources to build your panoramas. The thing about it is, though, when you build one of the cards from your panorama, it has a color, and that based on that color, your score marker moves up the scoring track, and the scoring track goes from 1 to 10. So now, when you get your scoring marker up to 10, and if you build a card that has that color, you can't go any farther, but what happens is pushes the other players back on that same track. And if they end up falling off the board, they can no longer score on that board. And she was like, nope, no. When I explained that to her, she's like, nope, I'm not feeling that, So I enjoyed it. I think I won Four Gardens. I think I did. I don't know if Jamila did. I'm not sure.
No, you won.
I won? Mm-hmm. Okay. So Four Gardens, to me, is a beautiful. I love those. I don't know what it is about the Japanese gardens. I love those games.
It's visually appealing, but the beauty of a game is sort of like special effects in a movie.
Yeah.
They enhance it if you like it, but if you don't like the gameplay.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so that's Four Gardens. We're split on that. All right, so the next game we played was Grim Masquerade.
Okay. Grim
Masquerade is pretty much a not a whodunit.
Like Clue. It's like
you are guests at a party in the Grimm fairy tale. So you could be either Beast or Rumpelstiltskin or Little Red Riding Hood.
Or one of the other characters.
Right. And so, but all the other players don't know who you are. So the whole basis of the game is you're trying to figure out who is who. And then the last man standing pretty much scores a certain amount of points. So what did you think of Grim Masquerade?
I think Grim Masquerades is really cute. I think it's a more sophisticated version of, I can't remember that game, the little kid game where you're trying to guess who the people are. You describe them.
Let's come back because I don't remember it either, so I can't help you.
Okay, well, anyway, there's this game. Well, I can't remember the game, but it's a more sophisticated version of that. But I really think it's cute. I really think it's clever. And it's a great game to play with your kids.
Yeah, I can see that, So I was attracted to the game because of the art. They're like, I always talk about box art, and you walk through the store and you see the box art of the game, and I was like, okay, what is this game about? So that's what attracted me to Grim Masquerade. So, and I'm glad I bought it, and I think we actually agree on Grim Masquerade. So,
Yes, yes.
So that right now we got 1 out of 3. All right. Okay, so now the next games are games that just you and I play.
Yes.
And so we recently did our relaxing game videos. So one game we played is Walking in Burano, which you know how she feels about that one. But I introduced her to Sunset Over Water.
Okay, so Sunset Over Water, I really understand why he thinks that's a relaxing game.
Zen.
It's, it is low-key competitive. It's very visually appealing, and it is relaxing. So I really enjoyed that game, and I definitely agree it is a relaxing, chill game.
Yeah, it's just you're a painter and you're walking around the landscapes and you're painting these beautiful pictures and then you're selling them for points, And this game is beautiful.
And it's fun.
Yeah. So, but the next game, I introduced her to Kanagawa.
Honestly, I don't even know what it is about Kanagawa. It just didn't vibe with me.
It didn't vibe with her. I mean, we don't leave it at that. I love Kanagawa. I love the components. I love the little bamboo scroll. So pretty much you're a painter and you're painting a panorama and you're deciding whether you're going to stay in school, or, learn stuff, or if you're going to paint. And it has these beautiful little painting the jars with the paint sticks.
Now
in them,
those are pretty cute.
Yeah,
those are pretty cute.
Yeah, no, it's nice, but she wasn't feeling Kanagawa. I like it, but we're gonna leave it at that. So that's what. Yeah. Oh, we have one more, okay, and the game we played a couple of days ago is a game called Juicy Fruits. And so, what did you think of Juicy? Well, no, actually, we're not gonna talk. That's the game we played. We're gonna tell you our thoughts in a later video about Juicy Fruits, okay? But, those are the games that we played together. Now, there are some games that I played on my own, while being sick, wrapped up in the covers, The first game is a game that I got in Kickstarter, and that's called Awari. And Awari is like an area control game, but it has a solo mode. So I was checking out the solo mode to that game. And this game is beautiful, and I like the solo mode. But I think I would prefer playing it with other people. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And the second game that I played was, where did we get the game? Walmart? Yeah, Walmart was selling this game. And that game is Marvel United. And Marvel United, I never went and bought it because I had Marvel Champions, but I got it. It was on sale, a good price, and I played it 3 times, and I can see why everybody loves that game. And I'm looking forward to playing it, but it's family weight. It is a family weight game. Would you play that game with me? Why y'all look at me like that?
Because I'm not in love with Marvel the way you are.
Yeah, I love Marvel. Well, the grandkids are coming up next week.
Good.
So they'll play it with me because they love Marvel.
Well.
Your Carrie wants to be Black Widow.
Okay. Glad you got family to play
Yep.
games
Okay.
with.
All right. So anyway.
So those are some games we've played in the past few weeks. We find, even though we had a lot going on,
Mm-hmm.
games are a great distraction from the hecticness of life. And they're a great way for us to hang out together.
Yeah, and I love hanging out with you.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so we have fun.
We had a lot of fun. So, what are some games you like to play to get away from it all?
Yeah, some things, games that just draw you in and make you forget about stuff, you know. So if you like the contents of this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And like I said, we love playing board games. It is just fun. So I'm Dwayne.
I'm Alicia.
We are Blackboard Gaming, and we will see you next time.